So I'm Professor John Woinarski and I work for Charles Darwin University. Much of my work's been on mammals and birds, but I've been fascinated also by insects and spiders and plants and how the world fits together. And it's just a never-ending puzzle. But it's more than a puzzle because we do need to understand how nature works in order to protect it. And I guess that's why I find the work by AWC so important. Part of my work has been about, part of my research career has been about documenting declines of species and documenting extinctions in Australia. And it's a tragic part of our country's history that we've lost far more mammal species than any other country in the world over the last 500 years. So every one of those extinctions, almost every one of those extinctions anyway, has been preventable and predictable. And we simply haven't cared enough or haven't worked hard enough or haven't taken the steps to prevent those extinctions. And it's a stain on our society. We give to our descendants a world which is less rich, less beautiful, less healthy than that which we've inherited, and that's just wrong. We should look after our country better. One of the most effective organisations for conservation in Australia is the Australian Wildlife Conservancy. It succeeds where many other organisations fail. It clearly has a specific and well-defined purpose of trying to restore, recover a whole lot of mammal species that are threatened or in danger of extinction. And it succeeds by recognising that the major threats to many of those species are introduced predators, cats and foxes. And it's demonstrated clearly that recovery of many of these species, which we had very little hope for, is possible. So we can go into AWC properties and see just bounteous nature, these sort of animals that are really rare in the landscape anywhere else, but are still common and doing their job in AWC properties. And that's just really inspiring, I think, for nature. It shows that conservation is possible. It shows people what country used to look like before the range of pests and weeds that and poor land use that we've brought to this country. And it shows that the future, basically, for conservation in Australia, that there is hope. And that with good expertise, good knowledge, tight direction, strategic direction, conservation in Australia is really possible. So it's a great model, and I'm really happy to work for Australian Wildlife Conservancy to help them in that objective.